Welcome to another episode, everyone. Baby shooter calls in from the Los Angeles County Jail himself and explains what happened right here. He says that these individuals broke his right arm and that they did something to his spleen or something. He calls in right here to Whack 100, the 100 show, and speaks with Whack. And the headline here is, the title says, Baby Shooter Speaks, and Jefe set me up. Hell, you see it right here on the thumbnail, what have you. Baby Shooter Speaks, and Jefe set me up. I don't know. Now, I listened to a couple minutes of this and heard him say that they broke his arm and this and that. So I said, okay, let me get into this. Since we hearing from the man himself, since I done covered him a couple times, now we hearing from him himself. Let me give him a chance to speak. Because we've been hearing all sorts of stuff, such as they said the gangsters called in and said that he rolled it up, that he had asked for the neighborhoods had asked for 2 fades. He turned down the fades, and so they did. It went bad for him once he turned it down. He got on him, whooped him out, and then he rolled it up. He's not necessarily saying that here. I only listened to a couple minutes of this, but he called in the Whack 100, and I don't know if he's actually about to say Ad Jefe set him up. I don't know how Ad Jefe set him up. If the dudes, he wouldn't have said them dudes whooped on him, on the other side of the module. I'm not sure what Ad Jefe would have to do with that, but let's see.
Go. Shooter, what's going on?
What's that, Aunt?
What's going on, man? This damn audio's floating, so it must have been ain't no AI, it must have been a situation. So, like I told him, depending on what it is, 99% of motherfuckers it's gonna happen like that. What's going on in there, man?
Shit, I landed in the module, you know what I'm saying? Shit, 3 in the morning. First couple nights, the first couple hours it was straight. Nigga went to the shower, came back, 10 niggas in there. Shit, it went how it went, you know what I'm saying? My rib fractured, my arm broke, you feel me? They beat my ass and bust on me for like 30 minutes. Shit, you win some, you lose some. They got that one, you feel me? With the table will turn though, they helped me, but they got that one. They helped me, they whipped my ass, they fucked me up. Arm broke, ribs fractured, you know what I'm saying? They got that, you know what I'm saying? Tables will turn though in the gangland, but shit, I ain't had no win in that fight.
So
That's
let me
that.
ask you
Gang,
something.
I'll be back.
And said his rib is fractured. He said he went to the shower, some about 3 in the morning. I guess he went to the shower at 3 in the morning. So he came back into his cell, and there was 10 dudes in the cell. Like, a lot of this stuff happens at shower time. They open all the doors for shower. Not 3 in the morning, though, but maybe he went to the module at 3 in the morning, whatever. But they open all the doors for shower time, and then everyone goes into that one cell and waiting on him to get out of the shower or something. He said he walked back into the cell, it was 10 dudes in there. As we heard him say that he fractured his ribs, and he didn't say right arm. I think I had said right arm, but broke his arm, one of his arms. Hell, then he said they bust on him for 30 minutes. I don't know what that means. I don't know what he means by that. Because he on the phone, he seems like, he said they bust on him for 30 minutes. Probably just meaning they beat him down or something for 30 minutes. So first, I spoke earlier on this situation. I was saying that I wasn't sure if they had beat him up, stabbed him, or whatever. I'm hearing different rumors about that. I didn't want to report on that because I wasn't sure about what happened, other than what we heard, during the phone call with him hooping and hollering back there, what have you. But now we do know, this is coming from him himself, that, yeah, they certainly whooped on him, and he said bust on him for 30 minutes. But he didn't say the word that they used knives. He just said bust on him for about 30 minutes. But, hell, whatever they did, whatever they used, they were dead serious up in there. They did not take it light on him, having broke his arm and fractured his rib. Who knows what else? Let's see. Dang.
Listen, you part of the trade card, the gangster card. I know Ed Jefe in there. He running content. Did he know you was there to get you pulled?
Man, they knew I was there as soon as I landed. They ain't get me pulled upstairs, but it's straight though. I ain't begging, you know what I'm saying? And I knew what was going on. I still built up in that bitch. I ain't rolled it up in nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I just kept it gangster. But yeah, them niggas knew I was there. They could have got me put up, you know what I'm saying? They probably wanted to see if I don't know, cuz, but shit, I just kept it gangster, you know what I'm saying? We ain't rolled it up. Got to my homies after I handled my business.
So, yeah, because he running content on it. Like, he dropping now.
Okay, so he said he didn't roll it up. Baby Shooter said he didn't roll it up. He said he took his medicine and then he got to his homies. Like he went to another module, I guess, where his homies are at. He said he didn't roll it up. He on the phone right here. Not that they don't have phones in PC, but I don't know. So we just finding everything out. Everything is still breaking, I guess. Everything is fluid. It's ongoing. The story is just breaking. So we're just finding out as we go along exactly what the facts are, exactly what happened. But okay, so because many individuals said that he went PC. And Hefe even said that he rolled it up or whatever. But he's saying that he did not roll it up, that he went in there and, again, there were 10 dudes in there, beat him down. He's putting it like, I did what I had to do. I took care of my business. Then I went over there with my homies. Like I took my medicine. They beat me down. I had no win in that fight. They got me, broke my arm, fractured my rib. Then I went over there with the homie. I didn't roll it. He just said I didn't roll it up.
Who
Crazy.
did what and all kind of shit. I said, damn, I thought Shooter told me him and Ant was all right.
Yeah, we good, but I thought we was good. Shit, that niggas could have got me put or Jimmy went back and did.
This call is being recorded.
But it is what it is. Nigga be right back, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't gonna win all of them.
Win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? Hey, listen.
You win some, you lose
You
some.
know, hey, listen. And it was a whole lot of battles just fought in the war. You know what I'm saying? So you know how
Yeah,
it go.
most definitely. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling
Table will
niggas, I
turn.
said he ain't got long. He only in there for a month or something. So I don't know.
Yeah. I'll be right back, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't over with. It just, you know what I'm saying? You got to just handle what I handle right now. Go through, you know what I'm saying? Every gangster gonna go through this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? As long as I was there and I ain't, nigga, I seen emotions. I know where I was at, nigga. I ain't tell him I can't be here. Nigga, I accepted what I had to accept, and it is what it is.
So what, you was in a 4-man cell till was you in the dorm where you was at?
I mean, I was in a pod.
Okay, so he's saying he ain't rolling it up, that he knew where he was going. He knew he was going in a module that was going to be full with neighborhoods, but he didn't tell the police, don't put me in there. Like I can't go in there. He said, I went in there. I knew what was going to happen. I knew where I was going, but I still went in there. Okay, the question I have, though, the question is, and maybe he's going to speak on it, about the two fades, because we know what the ultimate, thing was. We know what ultimately happened. That, well, according to him, his rib is fractured and one of his arms is broke. So, but it appears that the neighborhoods are saying that it wouldn't have been that. It wouldn't have came to that had he just taken his two fights, his two fades, that they ended up doing that because he refused to fight. He refused to take his, and it's like, no, you're not finna just get out of here and then happen. You're supposed to be a neighborhood killer, this and that. You running around popping it like that. You got some fades, bro. Just two fades. And they said he didn't want to take the fades. They like, man, F this dude. And then they dogged him out and got on him when it broke his rib and all that, fractured his rib, broke his arm. So is that true? Is the question, because that's not how he's putting it right now. He's saying, I went in there. I knew who was in there. I knew the neighborhoods were in there. I didn't get scared. I didn't roll it up. I went in there and I knew what was going to happen once I went in there. Okay, but did you go in there and take the two fights that they asked you to take? Since you just said you knew what you had coming as you're going in there, you got some fights coming. You got some fades. So did you take them? Because they're saying no, and that's why they ended up doing what they did. Then, so I guess this is what they mean when they say Aunt Hefe set him up, because he's saying, I thought we was cool. He could have got me pulled. Like Aunt Hefe could have got me pulled over to where he was at, where the homies are at, where the gangsters are at, or whatever. But he didn't get me pulled. Like they knew I was over there or whatever. But Aunt Hefe did say on this channel that he had heard that Shooter had pulled up. Someone had told him that he had pulled up. Maybe he didn't have enough time to get him pulled over there or whatever. I don't know. Or unless he's just specifically about to say Aunt Hefe set him up. It doesn't look like it. It looks like he went to a module, in an enemy oppositional module, if you will. And they were waiting on him. Someone who he's been having issues with or crossing their hood out or whatever. And so they like, okay, I don't know what Aunt Hefe had to do with that. They just happened to put you in that module. He didn't get you sent to that module. And even though he didn't pull you over there in time, it happens like that. And you end up in a certain module, you just got to go for what you know. But unless he's finna, I'm not here to dispute what he's saying either. I don't know. I wasn't there. This is what he's saying happened.
whole pod is there. You know what I'm saying? But it's different cells. So when it's shower time, they can pop all the cells pop. You see me? That's when shit went down type shit.
Got you.
Yeah, it's like 40 of them on where I was at though, but like 10 of them came in there on the nigga type shit.
It wasn't.
But like it was like older niggas they wasn't with that shit. You feel me? Older niggas wasn't with it, but them niggas did what they had to do anyway. So you know, it was whatever.
Got you. Well, listen, nigga, keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to who doing what and shit. You know what it is. You want me to
Yeah,
get this
most
out
definitely.
there? I'll get it out there if you want me to.
Hell yeah, put it on your Instagram, put it everywhere.
All right, for sure. Keep your head up, shit. I mean, you ain't gonna be there long. You know, I already
Yeah, no, it's
told him.
good.
I told him already. Shit, Omar coming. Y'all didn't. You know, I told him. I said, listen, the nigga name is Baby Shooter, not Baby Squabbler. So I mean, shit, I don't know. You know.
Hey, they say, all right, so you already know you got two of them. You got two phases. Oh, they surrounded me with things on all this shit. Right? I'm like, all right, I'm like, good. I go. The nigga square off. He swings some long shit. I smack him straight down the pipe. Bam. As soon as I do that, they rush me. Next thing you know, I'm on the floor. Nigga, my ear gets smashed on my ear. Nigga, I got some shit going. I didn't even feel the first. I didn't even feel the first day. I just know my right.
Okay. So he said that he went in there. They told me he had two phase. He lined it up with somebody and fired on him. He said he took his fight. He fired on the dude, and as soon as he fired on him, they all rushed him. Now, of course, we've heard, something totally different in the last couple of days or so, that he did not take his phase, and that's why they rushed him. They tried to give him a way out. They said, just take these two phase and you're good. We're not going to dog you out. We're not going to rush you. We're not going to stab you. We're not going to fracture your rib. We're not going to break your arm. We just want you to take these two phase. The neighborhoods are saying he refused to do it. He wouldn't do it. He got marked out. He busted out. He wouldn't take the two phase. So that's when they said, man, and rushed him. This is a story we've gotten to this point, story I've been getting. He's saying that that's not what happened, that he went in there, he knew who it was, he knew what dorm he was going to, what module he was going to. It was a neighborhood module. It was 40 of those individuals in there. 10 of them ended up in his cell. They told him to take two fades. He said, okay. Went at one dude to take the fade, and as soon as he swung on the one dude and hit him, they all rushed him and fractured his rib and broke his arm.
Arm wouldn't move no more. I'm like, what the fuck, this motherfucker won't move? Nigga, once I get done, nigga, there's blood everywhere.
Got you. Who'd you line it up with first? Where he was from?
He was a 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Oh, so they sent you to
Hell
the
yeah.
neighborhood dorm.
Yeah, see me too. There was nothing but them. Nothing but them 40 of them. I already knew what it was, you know what I'm saying? When I went to sleep that night, I'm like, damn, the more it's going to be on, you know what I'm saying? And then when they started saying, shooter, you feel me? But I ain't going to lie, when I came in, he was a black little sheriff, and he like, man, you all over there, and you don't want to check celebrity? I'm like, hell no, I'm going to main GP, because I'm belling in with some of the homies. They separated our stuff quick, man. Put me right there. They put the homie already where the homies at.
So they sent your other homies where your homies is at.
Yes, they put me right. They put me right with the niggas. Hey,
Oh, that's crazy.
hell yeah.
It is
I ain't
what
call
it is.
nobody. I call my brother. I'm like, be the first nigga I call, because my baby mom tell me, oh, they got some shit on the internet. Young S.A. weird ass gonna put some shit on there. He a weirdo. Oh, I'm like, oh,
I'm
I'm not.
probably the
I'm
I'm
not
probably the only nigga standing in the pocket.
oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? So you know it is what it is. Hey, listen, I'm a Don Moose, so I come from that era, my nigga, where it wasn't no
This
fair to the
call is
fight.
being recorded.
So I get it. You know what I'm saying? As long as the nigga got down. You know what I mean? So I figured
Yeah, hell
there had
yeah.
to been something serious going on for that audio to be going on. I figured it had to be
Yeah,
something
the
real
homie
serious.
like the homie was like, they said you was yelling this. I said, you got there right. I was yelling. Nigga, I would tell them niggas I wasn't tripping no more, nigga. Because if you don't know what it feel like, some shit. I've been shot, and this is my first time being stabbed. I've been shot before. Nigga, I'd rather get shot 5 more times than to get stabbed again. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if you don't know what this shit like, nigga.
He says, my first time being stabbed. He said, I've been shot. So he did get stabbed. He's saying he got stabbed. We know that early on he had said that they bust on him for 30 minutes. You're talking about 10 dudes. You should probably be dead. That's the case if they really got on you like that. So he probably still had some sort of mercy on him. He didn't have no win, as he said. He ain't had no fight back. What he get to do? He on the ground, I'm sure, at some point. and there's 10 dudes on you, and if they stabbing you, yeah, they could have just really did away with you. Apparently they didn't do that and they didn't want to do that, but they did do some stuff. They did him wrong. I mean, they broke his arm, fractured his rib, stabbed him up. This is coming from Baby Shooter himself. He's not saying any names. That's good. I don't want to say any names. I don't know who it was, but whoever it was, we heard what he said. Broke his arm, fractured his rib, stabbed him up. Dang. He said that he didn't roll it up, like I said, that he took the fight. Wack is saying, as long as you fought, it happens that you get packed out, you get beat up or whatever, as long as you fought. He's saying, yeah, I fought. But again, they're saying, no, he did not fight, and that's why we did it. But I don't know. I wasn't there. It could go either way. If I'm being honest, right? I mean, the neighborhoods can be saying that just to justify why they did what they did. Oh man, he turned down the fight. So we had to do what we had to do. He turned down the squabbles. But really, he went in there and did what he did. And said, okay, I got to take two phases. All right. And tried to squabble one dude. And as soon as he did, they all rushed him. That could be. It could be that. Because he's saying, so it's just, where is he at right now? Because he's saying he didn't roll it up, that he went over there with his homeboys. So that's really the question then. Is he in PC or is he in another module with his homeboys? Because if so, then it could be that they just packed him out, beat him up, and his homeboys still accepting him because they saying you didn't do nothing wrong. These dudes did you wrong, which means that, again, it should be up with them. I don't understand. So from what he's saying, it should really be up. Now, again, this is not to glorify anything. I don't want any violence. I don't want any gang violence. You asking me about the prison politics, the county jail politics. I'm just telling you, from what this man is saying now and then, it refutes or disqualifies Aunt Hefe's response if what he's saying is true. Because Aunt Hefe had said, as I spoke about earlier when I covered this and spoke on this issue about the gangsters responding on Baby Shooter's behalf, and Hefe said that he's not going to fight for someone who did not fight for himself or who would not fight for himself. To paraphrase him, I don't remember his exact words, but something along those lines. As far as his justification for why he has not responded or done anything in response to Shooter being victimized and brutalized and tortured in there. But now, if what Baby Shooter is saying is correct, then that's not what happened. He did not back down, and he did fight for himself. He just got rushed and packed out once he fought for himself, which disqualifies, again, that response or that excuse, or we didn't respond or we're not doing anything because he wouldn't even fight for himself. He's saying that he did. So it's just a matter of who's telling the truth. Because if what he's saying is correct, it should be a massacre in there at this point. If he done went to the wrong module, he one of them boys, and they didn't pack him out, beat him up, stabbed him up, broke his arm, fractured his rib, and kicked him out. Man, please. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Hell no. We about to die up in here. All of us about to die. We all gone. To hell we go. No way. You're doing that to my people. No way. So, I mean, what's going on here? Who's telling the freaking truth? If this happened, with the way he's saying it, then jeez. Oh, man.
Say nothing, nigga. Hell yeah, I told them nigga I wasn't tripping no more, nigga, and I don't want no more, nigga. Hell yeah, get up off me, nigga. I'm done, nigga. You got me, you got me, nigga. 10, nigga. 1 minute is enough. 1 minute is too much, nigga. They got me 30 minutes in this bitch, nigga. I'm fainting for them now, nigga. Getting back up again, nigga. It's still on the nigga. I'm like, damn, cuz. You niggas want to do this? They doing this shit for the clout, They want to put this shit on the internet. I'm like, I already knew where it was going. I said, this shit going. They gonna put this shit on the internet because I see the nigga keep picking up the phone. Like, you hear that? You hear that? And all this shit. So I'm like, they trying to put this shit on the internet.
They got the audio. Ain't no video. They got the audio. But, I mean, the crazy part about it is, nigga, you putting yourself on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they understand a lot of the shit they be doing, but they did it. End of the day, look, you still alive. I told him, I said, man, the dude on the internet for about a month, 30, 40 days. I don't, so You know, I hope whoever the people may be, hopefully they be out before you. I don't know.
On everything.
You know what I'm saying? But shit. So
Hell yeah.
where they got you at now? Medical?
No, hell no, with the medical already. I'm already with the homie now, 2100. Wait, LA County.
So I thought, let me get this right. I thought when niggas land in the wrong spot, they just let you run your fade, so they ain't doing that no more.
Man, them niggas did a nigga. That's what I thought too. Them niggas had a whole agenda. They had a whole little agenda behind it for a nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
Got you.
Yeah, that
I mean,
is normally how that go. You get caught in the wrong module, whatever, you just run your fades. And again, that's what the neighborhoods are saying happened. That's what they're saying that they did or were trying to do. They said that he told take 2 fades and you're good. They're not supposed to do you like that when they catch you in the wrong door, because dudes get caught in the wrong door. Sooner or later, your homeboy gonna fall in our door. This is what we doing? Breaking arms and fracturing ribs and stabbing? Your homeboy falling here, we gonna kill him then. We gonna one up you. Every time we looking to one up. You stab one of ours, we want to stab 2 of yours, believe me. We want our reaction to be much bigger than your action every time. Because we want to send a message. Oh, man, I mean, they're supposed to just take a fade, but they saying that that's what they tried to do. If it's just off the dribble, you get caught in here, you're in the wrong door, and we just finna stab you up, beat you up, and break stuff on your body because you from the wrong hood, then that's going to be going on all the time. That's not how it's supposed to go. You get caught slipping on, okay, take your 2 fades, get up out of our module though, but take your 2 fades or whatever. Okay. But either way, whatever happened there, and sooner or later it come out because they are trying to go viral, and they did put it on the internet and all of this. Said who they were, what name their name, their gang, all of this. So they wanted to embarrass him. They wanted it out on the internet. They wanted some fame from it, and so forth. And that is exactly what has happened. But nevertheless, still, that hooping and hollering, there's no excuse for that. The hooping and hollering that shooter was doing that's not good. I've known many people that have been through this same thing or get caught the wrong module. You just got to stay there. It's bad. It's unfortunate. You don't want to roll it up. You don't want to tell the police not to put you in there. He didn't do that. That's good. Stay down for your grits. Go on in there and take your medicine. Even if they beating you up on all that, don't be doing all that hooping and hollering like that. That's going to be hard to live down. You just take it. Just take it. Just take, man, something like that. But, stop, you're killing me and all that. Don't do that.
it was
All them 40s trying to go viral like old boy now, 4X's and all them now. So you know what I'm saying? Them niggas. Last time I was in here fighting all the other shit, I ain't fought 140. Yeah, and I done been in the tank full of them. You feel me? But now I guess they all trying to go viral like 4X's and all that shit, man. So they pulled the move.
I mean, for what I know about 4X's, he'll give a nigga his fades.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
Them niggas
saying?
just trying to get their name booming and do other little shit. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm sure if Cubs right here, he probably gave me if Forrest was right there, he would have got a nigga's face, cause you know what I'm saying? Like, get this nigga head up, bro. All this type shit.
All right, well, shit. You ain't got too much longer in there. You got my number. You need something, hit me up. Let me know. I'll get this out there.
All right, it's good.
All right, there you have it, man. Baby shooter, Avalon, Gangsta Crip, Fire Trey, calls in, whack 100, explain what happened. From his perspective, from his side, his truth, his side of the story. We just heard what he said. I don't want to sit here and belabor the point. Walked in the module. He knew it was a neighborhood module. He still went in there anyway. He tried to take his 2 fades. He squabbled up. And as soon as he squabbled up with the one individual who he was supposed to fight first, they all rushed him, is what he said. Broke his arm, fractured his rib, stabbed him up. He says now he's in 2100. This happened in 2400. Now he's in 2100. So this is right across. This is right across. This is right across the floor. So he's still right there, basically. So he's saying he did not go PC. I don't know 2100 to be PC, unless things have changed. So he said he did not go PC. He went over there with his homies. But he said he stood down for his grip. He took his fade. He tried to take his fade, and they all rushed him. And again, if that's the case, it's all bad. Either way, it's all bad. It should be all bad. Either way, period. But if it happened like that, so who's telling the truth? Because again, Jefe said that he turned down these fades and that's why they rushed him and did him like that, because he would not fight one of them. That had he fought one of them, that would have been it. They just wanted 2 fades out of him. That's it. You can't stay here, get up out of here, but take your 2 fades and go. They were not going to do all of this other stuff to him had he just taken his 2 fades. This is a story that I've heard video at the video, individual at the individual reporting. And now, again, we see something different. We're hearing something different. We hear the individual himself saying, no, I did go in there. I did not run. I did not roll it up. I still haven't rolled it up, but I didn't roll it up before I went in. I said, okay, I'll go in there, knowing who was in there. I went to the shower, came back, 10 of them in my cell. I tried to take my fade. They weren't going for it, packed me out, dogged me out. Now, this is an important discrepancy, particularly as it relates to some sort of gang war or whatever going on in there. They did him like that. All he was doing was going in there to take his 2 fades. And yeah, the hell? Okay, so I don't know. So let me know what you think in the comments. Baby Shooter calls in and explains the situation. We heard it from his mouth himself, what happened. He said he on the main line still, and that it's not over. That's what we heard him say a couple of times as well, that, they got the win that time, but that it's not over. He explained why he was screaming. He said, yeah, I was screaming, man. They was, they was on me like that. I ain't never been through nothing like that. I had 10 dudes on me, dogging me out. So yeah, I was screaming. He said, I knew they had it on the phone. He probably see they got the phone pointed towards him. He said he already knew they was trying to go viral and all this. They trying to put it on the internet, trying to be like 4 extra or something, he said. Crazy. All right. He said he stayed strong. So we'll see what continues to unfold with this situation in the story. He said he'll be home soon. They were just talking about. So we'll see how this all ends. Stay safe and stay free, people.